Dylan, you wanna know what bums me out? I don't know if you're.
I don't think he's back yet.
Yeah. I just know he always like wears his, or usually wears his headset walking around, and I don't know if he can use the mic on that headset.
He can,
Yeah.
but normally he like says like, "I'll be taking you with me" or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just know there's some times where he like says "be right back," and I think he's gone, and then he'll comment on things, and I'll be like, "Oh,
Like, oh shit.
Like, it usually isn't anything like that I don't want him to hear. It's more so just me talking, and I just don't think he's gonna respond.
All right, I'm back.
I'm actually gonna go get some water because I know I need to drink some.
Yeah, I should fill up my water bottle. I'll be back.
Alright, I'm back.
I am also back.
How are we doing at solving this mystery? Did we figure it out yet? I bet we got it right away. It was definitely Antonia. God damn it.
Here.
I just want to note there is a hashtag Ludwig for Emperor in the chat. Am I
did
one
see
to
that.
deny the will of the people? Is he gonna just have to take it? Who knows? That's some nasty actions over there, Dylan. Throwing a fate card at Ludwig. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, I'm back. Dylan.
Sometimes I think he just like rolls like a coin and is like, "Who am I
rolls the
gonna
coin.
fuck with now?"
I mean, that's, you know, maybe.
Dylan, did you hear my comments while you were doing your thing?
Your comments about how sometimes you make comments and then I comment on them.
Yeah, and I'm not expecting you to.
Yeah.
I don't think he heard it actually.
Yeah,
You're in the clear. Don't worry.
I should really just repeat it. But no, I was gonna say, you wanna know what bums me out?
Global
What's that?
warming.
Well, yeah, but no, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Barks, like right now, is just not like making root beer.
Oh no.
Wait, really?
Everything going on, because I have not been able to find it at any local store.
Well, that's your problem. You're leaving your house, man.
Oops. So.
Like, and I was, oh no, you.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to follow that up with like, I'm pretty sure they're not shut down because like looked into it, and I also imagine that company wouldn't go out of business.
Yeah, I mean, probably not. It's probably more of a distribution thing.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be. It probably has to do with their like distribution facilities being shut down right now.
Or just like they didn't order ahead as much. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because like
Commerce
even,
is complicated.
Yeah, I mean even like Dairy Queen, which they used Barks, they switched over to Mug apparently now.
Huh.
Like permanently?
I don't know, but
That would be
just was
unfortunate.
I was talking to someone, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like I haven't been able to find Barks root beer anywhere," and they were like, "Yeah," and Dairy Queen switched over to using Mug, and I was like,
You know what root beer low-key fucks? A&W.
Not even remotely, but okay.
Nah, it definitely does, dude. It's one of the better ones.
A&W
Mug
Maybe
is definitely
fucks
the
it
worst
up.
by far.
Mug is lame.
1919 is good too.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like the it's when you go somewhere and they like have tap root beer. That's what it is.
Really? Whenever I've
Or at
worked in a
least-
restaurant, we've always had Barks as our tap.
I mean,
It's
like,
common in the Midwest. I don't
yeah,
know. It's
it
yeah.
might be,
everywhere.
Sorry, didn't mean to extend this break to talk about
I think we can all
Okay.
agree Stewart's wins, though.
what.
I don't know if I've had it.
You don't like Stewart's?
I don't know if I've had it.
Yeah, what?
It's
Let
the
me
bottled,
look it
the
up.
glass bottle root beer.
There's a lot
There
of
are
glass
so
bottle
many.
root beer.
It's
There's like
actually- it's from
IBC,
the-
there's Hank's, there's
Stewart's root beer. Fountain Classics.
There's so many hipster like local root beers in Colorado.
I've
Yeah.
literally never seen these.
what?
Yeah, I've also
More regional
I
shit.
drink a lot of root beer, and I've never heard of Stewart.
Also, why is like
But all the places
1924
that
the year
serve, like all the restaurants that serve root beer here, usually have like their own version. Of
Oh,
root beer.
it's like a bottle.
Yeah, there are
I
a
don't
lot
remember-
of root beers that are in bottles.
I
don't
mean,
remember
like
what
glass
the song
bottle.
is, but I'm gonna click it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying in glass, like
Oh, not around
Um,
here. It's like IBC and
Stewart's, but
yeah,
you
that's
know.
it.
see, there's a brand you can get at Costco that
Kirkland.
no, it's not. I found a really low resolution WBC, I think.
IBC,
No,
right?
Is it
Well, IBC and WBC are two different brands.
yeah. Yeah,
I think I think IBC is just like Illinois Bottling Company, and then WBC is Wisconsin.
Oh, I mean, this one says Chicago style, so. And then there's. Sorry, I'm not trying to derail.
I'm
this.
not trying to do it, but I will continue to do it.
I'll stop. But there's those.
Ooh,
are two
that's the
different-
good stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's good too.
Their other sodas are real yummy too.
Oh, that looks nice.
And then I'm just gonna throw out there another one. And then I'll be done. But this stuff is
Okay.
really good.
For those listening along, Sprecher root beer and the actual
You call
sugar
it rut
sodas.
beer? Did you just
very
call it
good.
rut beer?
No,
Rut beer. I just can't
Oh.
talk.
Cam said he's gonna hook me up with a bunch of Bundaberg like Australia only stuff.
Can you ship me some?
Maybe we'll see.
I'll
Can
pay for
he
the
ship
shipping.
me some? I'll ask him. Actually, I'll just ask him.
Okay.
This is how businesses start.
Well, dude, like Bundaberg is so good. Especially the
Dylan
ginger
quits his
beer.
day job, becomes a middleman for root beer.
Yeah, that'd be baller.
I'll have you
I'm just gonna
know,
go back to travel music. Fuck all this.
in the Midwest, I'm the number 2 middleman.
Here's
You
here's
know,
another one.
independent distributor of international root beers.
Okay, let's get this game going. We've been distracted long enough.
Where are
As
you
much
guys
as
off to
as
next?
much as I love to talk about root beer and like and stuff and like types of coffee, I really want to figure out who's murdering people.
Obviously, it's Dad's root beer.
Oh,
That's
This murder
hand-
sponsored by Dad's root beer. It goes
Dad
down
was the
smooth at an investigation.
Dad was the murderer the whole time? What?
okay. So, yeah, those are all glass bottle of beers from like around here at least.
Oh
What
my
is this
god, where are you
tiny
guys
picture?
going?
I guess Eve, how are you informing us of said piece of paper with very big insults?
Oh. So we get outside, or I get outside, and I'm gonna look at Ludwig and be like, well, what a lame ass secret. I didn't learn shit.
God damn it. God's damn it, I guess. Whatever. So what are we going to do?
Well, I think we should get a drink. In fact, I insist that we get a drink right now.
Isn't it like the middle of the day?
Yes, a perfect time for drinking. Ludwig,
Okay, we're going.
I'm telling you, we're going to go get a drink, and that's final.
Okie dokie, I guess. Eve, 1 second. I think he was trying to write something. I was gonna cause a distraction and try and steal it. I think he was writing a secret note.
Nope, no secret note. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, that's too bad.
He actually wanted to give my father a recipe.
Oh,
And I told him, my father doesn't cook. Who do you think we are, peasants?
yeah, your father's like a root beer magnet, right?
Rot beer, never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, never mind.
This segment brought to you by Dad's Rut Beer.
All right, so I guess we're headed to a nearby bar and grill.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
This
Actually-
episode.
This is the pear wasp.
Air wasp.
Yeah, it's like Applebee, but it's not.
Oh, I see. I see. I see what you're doing. Get it now. But yeah, I guess we'll find a bar and have a little bit of day drinking. Ludwig will abstain, obviously, but
I'm going to be like, Ludwig, we should probably get a room here, and you have to show me all about that alchemical thing you were going to show me. And I'm gonna like give him a look, but not in front of people. I'm sure it would scare them. And she gives like one more like little thing, like, also, I can't think of a third thing. Sorry.
are you talking about Blevin?
Yes,
okay.
Blevin. Blevin can't. I have to see Blevin, but not in public. Just, I'm gonna go get a room. Sonus, will you do me a big solid?
Oh, what do you need?
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I need you to look out for anyone who seems to be watching us.
So we'll just nod, and then go straight to the bar and start ordering drinks for people around him and start socializing.
Solid.
While also actually like making sure that no one's watching him.
I'm basically just going to get a room, and if Ludwig acquiesces, go up there and tell him all about the occurrings.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I think he'd follow befuddled probably, but I assume the pamphlets aren't out yet. Our
Not yet.
lookout is now one of the most famous people in Eden, you know, that kind of stuff.
Sonus, can you go ahead and make me just I'm gonna say, I don't know, what would you, I'm gonna default to diplomacy check, but like, you can make a roll and argue for a better skill for like captivating the attention, generally causing a distraction. Probably deception, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, distracting is deception.
I mean, it really doesn't matter for me because diplomacy, deception, and then the other one I was going to say I could use, which would be performance.
Mm-hmm.
They're all the exact same, like modifiers. So.
Sounds good.
But just for flavor purposes, I'm gonna use performance because I think like Sonus would really be trying to just lean into telling stories and getting started with
Go for it. Well, yeah.
Dang.
You got it.
Hell yeah.
Well, there you go. You captivate the bar's attention and anyone who walks in. So yeah, all good. So even Ludwig, go ahead if you have anything to actually talk about. Otherwise, if you're just sharing information, that's fine.
Do we want to get Salas in here? Like, this seems pretty relevant. Like, I think we probably need to investigate this individual.
Solace is busy talking to a messenger currently.
Okay.
Because he's getting these scrolls.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess, do we look into this Ducius? Is that how you say it? Ducius?
Eve
He-
shrugs.
He's one of the council members.
Right, how do you say it, though?
Oh, I think it's Ducius.
Ducius. Okay. Cool.
Eve is gonna be like, well,
He said Dookie.
it could be him. But if this guy was under his thumb, why would he want to kill one of his own subordinates?
Because he knew too much?
I suppose.
Oh yeah, you know, the people at the top, sometimes they got to do stuff like that, you know? Makes the tough choices.
Like murdering one of your own people.
Yeah, sometimes that... Yeah.
Thought
I
you
mean,
weren't about
it's
the whole
not-
murder thing. Kind of
No,
like looking over.
it's... Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're talking last resort, but, I mean, yeah, sometimes it comes down to that, I guess. I don't know. I've never had to do it. But then, you know, me and Blevin, we get along pretty good. But yeah, I think maybe we, once Salas finishes his trip, maybe we, pay a visit to this, person. I don't know if we can just be like, hey, why did you blackmail this guy? Or whatever.
Well, I believe I have a tentative meeting as well.
With, Dukius?
No. I'm gonna butcher this. Fuck. Alright. What's the name of the guy that we just saw?
Alrum Chamble?
Yeah.
Shamble. I was about to say fucking Shamble. God damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now I'm meeting with Shamble at the clock tower.
Or
No.
do you think he's going to be more forthcoming?
Well, he never did give me the secret. But the note said
yeah.
the note said clock tower. As if he
Oh.
was trying to arrange a meeting.
I guess that could make sense. Unless there was something at the clock tower. Is that...
Yeah, we
I
already
don't
looked at the
know.
clock tower, remember?
If I was... Let me just say, if I was Mr. Shamble, I'd be staying the hell away from clock towers. Yeah, I'll follow your lead on this one. I don't really have any genius thoughts on this. I mean, on the other hand, we just need to find someone with brown eyes, you know?
So you just think anyone with brown eyes is going to be the killer?
No, I bet I mean suspect numero uno.
You do know that brown is the most common eye color.
Yeah, not with the people we talk to. Goblins usually have like red eyes, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
not
I
a
was like,
goblin.
we live in hyper area land, apparently. Everybody has green or blue eyes here.
Yeah.
Blonde hair too.
Hmm. Hey, red eyes. Goblins have red eyes.
Just got a dice mapping. The dice mapping is saying people aren't coming up brown eyes.
We'll know we found the culprit when there's no like dice rolling on what eye color they have.
I mean,
What color is ice? Brown. Got him.
the trick to that is that I roll whether I know the eye color or not.
And if you don't, they're not brown.
You just gotta know that we're gonna nuke the first brown-eyed person we find. Hi, I'm Bessie the maid. Got her.
Oh, interesting. I figured out how to do the roll so that only you see it? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, you like shift click?
Oh, nice.
Well, no, you just set it to like blind GM roll.
Oh, yes, but yes.
Easy clap.
You can also shift click it to set it to blind GM roll.
That seems more difficult than. I have to remember to hit shift then.
Well, I guess, yeah. That's tonight you're having this meeting?
Unfortunately.
Do we want to talk to anyone before then? I mean, if I look at the dates, the latest person was, Councilman Tetanus? Tetanus?
I feel like it's just the name of a disease.
Yeah, I got that once. I don't know. I don't really have a strong feeling.
Well, we better get back to the others and fill them in.
Yeah, if we're going to do that, maybe I'll take one of those cores over to the foundry guy. If we're kind of doing odd chores, see if he has a way to track some. I don't remember exactly what we said last time. That's kind of the problem.
Well, I guess that's your business then. I'll tag along, make sure we don't get attacked somewhere in the bazaar, but that would be
Yes,
quite bizarre.
Alright, let's get Summers and go.
So I don't know what we need to do for that, because it's more of just Ludwig, like, he probably remembers, I do not. Was there a way we'd talked about tracking these cores back? Like a reverse path?
Well, okay, so he doesn't know. He's like, I just make these things. Like, maybe some fucking wizard to do it. It's not my jam. Was the short version.
Okay.
Like, the most he could probably figure out is, like, the command word to, like, hop into them.
Gotcha. Would the command word be just a magical phrase, or would it potentially have some meaning? Just, like, in the world in general?
It's, like, set by whoever made them, so it doesn't have to be anything. So it could
Would he
potentially
know
be meaningful,
who-
I don't know.
Like, would he be able to figure out who did make the cores?
Not the crafter, no.
Okay.
It's like, I can't do any tracking.
Gotcha. Do you know this fucking wizard? The ones that could describe. You said some fucking wizard could. I want to find him.
Gives you a blank stare. He's like, alright. I mean, a wizard somewhere. He could do it. I don't know of a wizard that can do it. A lot of wizard friends. But someone.
I know, all my friends don't know. Huh, you know what? I know scholar people. Oh.
Yeah, scholar people could help you
Thanks.
out, probably.
Yeah, thanks. Eve Sonas, I have a lead. We could go talk to a scholar, perhaps someone from the library or the institute. But if it's from the institute, I'm going to let you guys take the lead and kind of sit it out.
What's that? Bad blood?
No, nothing like that. I just don't want to get caught up in the long discussions. You remember, my friend Gerg? Yeah. It's been like that all day.
Yeah, technically no blood was spilled.
Yeah, exactly. It all stayed inside. Too much, perhaps, but whatever. It's like Gerg, you know? It's, oh, I want to show you the latest thing. Cool. Oh, wow, it almost blew up. But think of that, a whole building of that? It'd take all day. I don't know. It's just a potential lead. I don't know what you guys are thinking. We have time, though.
A lot of
That
time.
seems
I
like
think
a
it's
fine idea.
Okay, so I'm confused. The institute and the academy are two different places, correct?
The library. Right, yeah, the institute and the library would be two different. The library's on the outskirts?
Like the library is in town here. If Ludwig is ever talking about the Institute or the Academy, I assume he's not talking about the Arcane Academy in Eden. I assume he's talking about Arkstead.
Correct. And then I'm assuming they have some level of presence in the city. I think we talked about that before. I could be wrong, though.
Right.
Maybe
It's
I'm
not,
just
like,
misremembering.
It's probably not a lot, but they might,
Mhm.
have like an office in this academy here somewhere.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that, like, an academy in Eden is gonna be nothing like an academy in Arkstead.
Oh yeah, they're
Maybe
quite
I'm-
different.
Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions.
Okay, yeah, I thought we'd said they had like an outpost. So yeah, if that's the case, then sure. What the heck? Why not? Strong opinions on taking one of the cores to one of them and just trying to have them kind of track it back a little bit?
Eva's down for whatever Ludwig is suggesting, basically.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to reconcile the information. I don't.
No, that's good.
actually-
I had the wrong mental image in my brain.
Are we? Sorry, little split between focus, but are we out of the bar now?
You're about to be leaving, I guess. Maybe yeah.
Like,
now you guys are
is
like
someone
regrouping
still not a
outside.
part of the conversation.
We'll jump to we are outside. That is
Yeah.
the most convenient thing at this point.
But also,
Like the information has been shared between the two. Now you guys are talking about what to do directly next.
Okay.
Solace has to stay here because he did not tell the runner where he would be going because he did not where he would be going next. So
Sure.
he's going to stay here until the runner comes back. But
Okay.
now that he knows where they're going, it's not a big deal.
Yep.
Mm.
And that one, yeah, you won't be too delayed. I think this took a little bit. So yeah. Because I think, wait, this is after you already like, okay, so basically you went and talked to the Golemry guy first.
Yeah, and now we just need to figure out what the heck our next move is. So we should probably just meet up with everybody at that point.
Okay, we've been jumping around a bit, and I haven't kept it clear where we are. So yeah, you go back to the inn where Solus was chilling. Solus, I think the runner comes back with, I'm gonna say, like 4 squirrels instead of 3. Get a little extra there. Yeah, when the party comes back, you're like good to go, basically. Or maybe you meet them like halfway there. You're starting to head to the Golemery, and then you spot the party.
On the way to meeting up, so this is gonna split from the group just like quick, and stop by wherever the local like quote unquote storage units of the area are.
Storage units. What are you looking to do?
Kind of what we talked about last session, if I can. Like, Sonus is just going to go grab a few things from, if there is a, like, I would imagine they would have a place where you can essentially pay for someone to
Oh, like we're
keep some.
sure, yeah. If you have stuff that you've kept, sure, yes. Technically, it's probably some kind of like bank.
Yeah, like that's pretty much
Yeah.
what it.
Sure. Yep.
You've
You're
got
able
a
to grab
safety
some
deposit
stuff.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sonus would go grab some stuff and then meet up with everyone.
Yep. No problem. So everyone is together. Solus has you've got your scrolls. Sonus, you have question mark. And you are prepared to go wherever. Sounds like maybe the academy.
Yeah, I think that's where I would lean, I guess, if we're just doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's no problem. I'm gonna say that's probably in like Clocktown, kind of towards the edge, towards the outer wall. There's like a campus, maybe even outside a little bit, towards the library a little bit. But yeah. So you head there, and you're just looking for like someone who can help you like
Right.
track
If it
back,
was like a
obviously.
real world thing, it would be a ballistics expert. Right. Like
Okay.
we're talking like whose gun fired this bullet? Can we trace it?
Okay. Yeah, I think you like. Just give me a general diplomacy check to talk to someone like important, because you're just like going here, probably talk to some secretary or student, or you have to go up the chain, but we'll like.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Sure.
That was pretty rough. Come on, dice. Oh,
That looks a lot better.
there we go.
Okay. Yeah. So no problem. Basically, they'll bring you to like there's a building that looks a little bit rough. Like it's been no part of the building matches the age of another part of the building. It's just like there are some walls, some windows that are like brand new, some that are really old, some that are like a little bit scorched. It's like this is these are the laboratories where we run experiments on various types of magic. Students can test spells here, and this like secretary you're following leads you to basically like the office of some like teacher there, some professor, and you're once again led into an office. And yeah, this it's like an elf woman. She stands up and like bows her head a little bit. She says, "What can I help you with?"
Hi, I am a apprentice to this great sorcerer, Sonus, the Midwest Paddle. We recently ran across some assassin golems, and we were hoping that we could get your help in tracking the origin to find the origin of these killers. We don't really want to just keep getting attacked by sand golems.
Well, I don't have any such tracking spells that'll lead you directly to them.
Too bad.
It'd be... There's a certain amount of resonance left in one of these cores when one creates them. I could perhaps expose that.
Back.
Have it welcome back. No problem. I didn't actually know you left.
Oh, I've been peeing like a racehorse all day.
I see.
Thanks for sharing.
We have ventured to the Arcane Academy, and we're talking to a professor to, like, just try to track the core back to the owner, basically. And she was like, I don't have anything that can do that. But yeah, she's just like, kind of, it's like, may I see a core?
Of course. Here you go.
Of course.
Yes.
She takes it, she like holds it up, she looks at it, and says some words, and like all of the blue lines on it kind of like light up and glow. And she kind of like holds it up just to show. She's like, I can make it light up like this when you are in the vicinity of whoever created the golem. But that's about all I can do.
Well, that's very useful. Kind of a proximity alarm, huh?
She nods.
So just to be clear, thank you so much, Professor, but it will resonate when it's near the creator or the controller.
They... The creator, if they are not the same, then that's troublesome.
Is that not common?
It's not uncommon.
Ah, very good. What do we owe you for such a thing?
Well, to set up the spell will be a 6-hour ritual, very intensive. 100 gold.
All right, great, cool.
Very well. Is there a place I can have it delivered to you? Perhaps tomorrow?
Oh,
Or would
tomorrow.
you just like to return?
Yeah, that's probably fine. Looking around, are we staying at your place, Master Salas? I'll assume yes.
Well, like the thing is, I'm trying to figure out if it's wise. I will have a runner pick it up in the morning.
Very well. Perhaps some kind of password, just to verify identity.
He'll
Which
arrive
is
with
good.
a symbol of my house.
She kind of looks you over and then nods. That should not be a problem. Very well.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll assume we asked her name out of character, but I don't really need it. But we should just be polite.
If you want to interact with this NPC again in the future, you kind of know a wizard now. So there you go. It's Abura. Abura.
ABURA.
Abura Naso.
Is that with a G?
Naso. Yeah.
In a what?
So.
I like it. All right, and that'll be available tomorrow morning. Awesome.
Cool. That probably took. I mean, we hand waved it a bit, but that probably took a few hours. That took a bit of time, so it's probably getting on towards evening. You still have like 6 hours until midnight.
What's this about me? No, I'm just kidding.
Do we have any leads we want to follow immediately?
I think we are at our wits' end currently.
I'd agree.
Is this a private meeting, Eve?
Eve's gonna nod.
We'll have to find somewhere to observe you while you're there.
Well, we did notice that well, we could always use Ludwig's invisibility potions.
True.
And
mean,
also,
yeah.
I think we should have the golem core nearby during the meeting. Just
That's
in case.
why. We won't have it by then. I mean, you can
Right.
have one of them, but we won't have it.
Yeah,
Well
it's
then.
not going to be ready till tomorrow.
It won't be the only time we meet with God damn it, Chamble.
Yeah, I
Chancellor
mean,
Chamble.
yeah, worst case, we, wave it in front of the entire council and be like, hey, look, cool, it's by you. You did it. Sucker.
We could do that. In fact,
Not a
as a
great
requ- as a-
idea.
as a requirement to stay on the council, perhaps they should swear an oath on the golem core. Looking at Solus.
An oath will do nothing unless it is magically binding.
No, I'm just saying, if each one of them has their hand on it, we can rule out that suspect.
Based off what I heard, it's going to be, if it's any of them, it's going to be within probably a number of feet. It's going to be very difficult to rule each one out individually unless we get them into a room alone.
Technically, over the course of a while, Solus will eventually have opportunity to do that with all of them very unsuspiciously. Like that'll just happen over the course of like a month.
Like he could just have it on his desk, and as they file in, just be like, it's you.
Right.
There's no need to force something like this. If we can even go to the top of the chain, it's more than enough currently. But we should be focusing on what we can do currently and not what we can do in the future.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm kind of out of stuff right now. I'm fine if we want to kind of see. If you want invisibility potions and stuff, feel free, go ahead and take a couple. I might just go hang out with Rava for a bit. If you don't need all of us there.
Well, what if a fight breaks out?
That's true. Okay, yes, that's fair. I'll stay around.
Besides, you always were the one that was good with the details. I always pick up the important stuff. That's it.
If you say so.
As we go back, getting on in the afternoon, you know what Ludwig's looking for. It's those pamphlets. Is Ben Griff screwed this up? Or are they
Well, remind
making their
me.
way around?
Was he just supposed to like get them mass produced, like printed right now, or were they supposed to start going out?
Yeah,
like, immediately?
printed and going out, I would assume. We okayed the proof, I believe.
Well, it's kind of a. Yes, you okay the proof. It's kind of a two-step process where just like they have to copy them, and they don't have a modern printing press, so it's not super fast.
Yep.
So that'll take some time. and you have the impression, for some reason, that that Ben Griff had the impression that they were all to be made, and then they were gonna go out like in a wave.
Oh, en masse. Oh, I like that even more. Yep. Awesome.
Cool. Okay, so are you guys just killing time until midnight then?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you kill time till close to midnight, and then like, what is the setup gonna be? What are you preparing for here? Like, how are you gonna approach this? I heard invisibility potions.
So out of character,
Eve is gonna do her makeup.
yeah, the note said clock tower,
Yeah.
Literally, it was a
but
drawing.
you also dropped a hint that he should meet you at a bar, right?
No,
No,
he
I said you meet me at a bar. I said that he's gonna meet me at the clock tower.
yeah. The whole thing with drinking
Gotcha.
was like, what's a good wine for midnight? It was all very sly.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
thought he-
setting a
I-
time.
I was taking that as meet me at this bar at midnight. So
No,
got
no,
it.
no.
Yeah,
Makes
that
sense, makes
that would
sense.
be wrong.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that boy, that'd be real awkward if we show up somewhere and he's just at the other place going like, what the hell?
That said, I like the idea that Ludwig just doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, Eve was probably-
the veil that is the distinction between Ludwig and Nathan is very thin.
I mean, sometimes.
I think Eve probably went on to poorly explain the discussion she had with this guy, and
Yeah.
Ludwig got just lost.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're probably near the clock tower, and he's like, "Okay, well, you know, we can't stay
imagine
here forever. We
80%
have
of
to go to the
conversation
bar."
was like criticizing like the dude's selection of wine, and like 20% of it was like the actual important details.
Yeah.
All right.
Ludwig probably
now
heard,
I'm
like-
on board.
It's like, well, I guess you can't afford, the Chateau Viognier. I guess that's your go-to wine, but
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ludwig's just like, I mean, it does sound like Eve to be like, oh, this guy wants to meet at a clock tower? That sounds dumb. Let's meet here instead.
Yep, that's pretty much what I was under the impression was going on. So I'm glad we clarified.
Okay. So you do your makeup, great.
yep,
And then
totally relevant.
whoever wants to have invisibility potions can have invisibility potions. I assume.
Did Eve know what part of the clock tower?
Eve is just assuming the second floor, like where the guy was pushed off, sort of.
Okay. I'm just thinking there's probably not a ton of places to just, scramble up and hang out.
Yeah.
Except for
Yeah.
maybe like up on the bell or something, but even that, eh.
Well, like, technically the second level of the clock tower is, like, open-ish. It has, like, the columns going all around the outside. But, like, in between the columns, you can just technically see through if you have the correct vantage point. And there are buildings that match that height. It's like, I don't know. Or rooftops that match its height. Depends on
Right,
how much
but
effort
we
you
would
want to
not
put in.
be
You wouldn't be
necessarily
close.
next to it, right? That
Right.
would be the.
Like-
Would we be able to get onto the roof? I know we had talked about like there were shattered
Yeah.
shingles and whatnot. Would we be able to kind of like hide over the lip of the tower there?
Sure. But I guess the important part there is like, during business hours. Let's see. I don't know that you have a prime opportunity to sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can turn invisible, so you can kind of do whatever you want, but and you won't be invisible while the meeting is going on. So,
Well, he
sure.
did say he
correct.
left the door open.
Yeah. So I think like, right. So I guess just describe to me when you guys are showing up and which ways y'all are going. The order and like who's invisible and when.
I don't necessarily.
Connor, got any thoughts on that?
Say it again.
Exactly.
Dude, working on school. Okay. Still here.
Yeah, so I mean, Ludwig could just give invisibility potions. He could also just have Blevin, keep an eye out up there because he can fly.
Oh yeah, true.
So just have him circling the building, and then come and get him if he needs it. So
Sure.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what Ludwig will do, is basically say, "Hey, Blevin, go circle the clock tower, and if it looks like they're in trouble, come get me."
Okay.
And obviously, he'll let Eve and everyone know that that's what he's doing.
Okay. So Ludwig is going to be waiting outside somewhere.
Yeah,
Well,
Solus has a grappling hook actually, so like.
Poppy.
I'm Batman.
Emperor by day, crime fighter by night.
Okay.
So I'm not like super duper worried about like not being able to get to the top or whatever.
Okay. I will say, everyone can just chill with Ludwig if you want, and like wait for Blevin to let you guys know what's up.
I think Solus is gonna take a more direct vantage point, and like there's probably like you said that there's like an equivalency, like equivalent height roof.
Yeah, across the way. It's not like close, but you won't be able to like hear what's going on, but you could see what's going on.
I think that's good enough for Solus, because
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and Eve, here's, I'm going to give you a couple of my leeches, the Juggernaut leeches. I'll give you one invisibility potion. But yeah, if you two get attacked, give him one of them just so he can survive it. Of course, if he's, attacking you, you don't have to give him one.
Okay. And Sonus, are you hanging out just with Ludwig?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you fly yet? Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, you get on the roof behind.
Yeah, he has the elemental motion, which isn't necessarily flying.
It's a
But
spell. Yeah, it's a focus
Practically
spell.
the same thing.
Right. You can fly for long enough to get to like the roof if you want. If you want to be closer.
Oh dang! Can he carry people with
Probably.
that?
Probably like half speed.
Um,
That's just a random asshole ruling on that.
I mean, we could say half speed.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of strength, so I think it's only based on your bulk and stuff.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. The
Ludwig
answer is yes.
small.
You could ferry Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig's
up
small,
to the
but he has actually a decent amount of bulk. Oh no, my alchemist tools.
All right, you have an entire fucking workbench in your fucking.
No, that's actually in the bag of holding that whoever has.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
me, I guess?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he can't just carry that around.
Oh, I didn't realize I had your whole alchemist fucking table in my fucking
Yeah.
bag.
But even the alchemist tools themselves. Oh no, that is the thing. No, okay, yeah, so he's fine. He doesn't have a ton of bulk like on him
Okay.
then.
All right. Cool. So
Oh yeah, you just gain fly speed equal to your speed.
Yeah.
Hot.
For what, like a minute?
Yeah, it's literally fly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I thought it was limited, but it's actually just based off his element.
Yeah. If you're fire or air, you get a fly speed.
actually, okay.
Pretty nice.
So I guess re-question: Sonus and Ludwig on the roof. Is that what I'm hearing?
Unless Sonus really feels the urge to go now, I'm fine with staying on the ground
Okay, sure.
and then flying up.
All right, and
But
then
that's
Solus
yeah,
across
whatever.
the way. Eve, when you're going to the meeting, which way do you go?
The door we went in the one time.
Okay. Yep. That is open and waiting for you. And yeah, you're able to go. Like the main floor is like empty. I think there is you like walk in the door. I don't know how quietly you do this.
Very, very, very quietly. I can roll
Okay.
stealth if you want.
Sure.
I think all my good stuff is at 14.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, you walk in the door very quietly. You don't make a sound. Moving across the marbled floor is very quiet. You peek into the room, and there's like kind of the line of like stalls where bankers do their business. There's like a clerk standing there looking down, like writing something in the candlelight. There's like a set of keys sitting there in front of him, and that's it. He's the only one there, and you're able to kind of freely go upstairs.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. So, you come up the stairs and like, yeah, you just see Alarum Chamble, presumably, but he's like wearing a cloak, and he's just kind of like leaning against one of the pillars, one of the columns, and like looking just kind of out. And he doesn't know you're there yet.
I'm going to see if I recognize it as Chamble immediately.
It's like yeah. I guess I guess.
Okay. I'm going to like come into the room. Is there a door?
It's kind of just like there's a place where there's basically a door at the bottom. There's like a gilded like cage style like barred door basically, and that was left open as well. So you don't have to sneak by it or anything, but that's at the bottom. Up top there's
Sing
nothing.
a song to it to open it.
And
I'll move in.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, ahem.
yeah, he visibly jumps and like looks over at you. Didn't know you were there.
Well, that's kind of the whole point, right?
I suppose. Good job.
Be a really shitty investigator if everybody knew exactly where and when I was.
I suppose that's true. I didn't know you were a proper investigator. Well,
So, these secrets.
yes. I don't know any of his secrets. I do know that he had them. As I said in the note, he was under Dukius's thumb. Often he was forced to vote the same way as him. And sometimes he would talk about it. He would say he had no choice in certain important votes. Sometimes I felt he was scared.
Why? Or perhaps no isn't the word. Did you ever suspect what exactly was going on between them?
Shakes his head. He's like, I'm afraid it was.
Eve thinks for a second.
Might have been more serious than I thought, given what happened. I don't want to suspect another fellow council member, but it was the first thing I thought of.
How long have they been like this? Eve says.
Since shortly after the Emperor died. Well, I would say
Eve
the
is
day after.
like very calm demeanor, but now is like, you said shortly after the Emperor died, huh?
Yes, the day after, I think. I didn't notice it for a while. I thought he was just shaken by the Emperor's death.
I'd be shook by the Emperor's death too. And then like Eve kind of just like struggles for a second. Oh, if what were we talking about? She says, like looking like she was about to say something and then like catching herself.
Yeah. Are you all right?
Oh, low blood sugar. Happens.
Well,
Anyhow, you said that they got odd after the Emperor's death.
he nods.
Did you hear anything about that, by the way?
There was shouldn't be saying this, technically, but I suppose someone would tell you soon anyway. There was a vote to keep the Emperor's circumstance of death quiet. And he looks like he's now struggling to say something. And he like looks out. He's like,
Eve just cuts him off. Is like, he was murdered.
he looks back, and there's like for a moment he's surprised, and then he looks at the ground, and then out again, and he's like, yes, we don't know by who, but
My father knew the whole time.
it was reasoned that
Eve is like looking around.
there would be
He
panic.
knew the whole fucking time.
Are you saying this loud enough for him to hear, or are you just kind of muttering?
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. She's like she's completely oblivious that like he's in the room at this point.
Yeah, I think he like does a double take and looks at. He's like trying to keep talking, trying to explain, and he does a double take and he's like, "Are you certain you're all right?" I mean,
My father, was he at the vote?
everyone was at the vote. Your father voted yes, but I would ask you not to think less of him for it.
Well, he lied to me.
We lie to everyone.
I'm not everyone.
I'd be surprised if any one of us told the soul. Well, except perhaps a couple of them.
I have to ask, did you do it?
Did I? He looks at you. He's like, did I vote yes, or are you asking a different question?
Did you kill him?
No. Certainly
Do
you
you
don't
have
think
a-
it was one of
Do you
us.
have any suspicion who did?
No. I don't know who could. I don't know who could have. I'm a banker. And yeah, there's like the sad chuckle. He's like, no, I'm not familiar with enough assassins and like to guess.
Who said it was an assassin? Pretty easy to be killed by somebody that you know and trust.
And yeah, there's like actual silence as he thinks that over. It's like, well, I can tell you who voted yes. I'll never forget. Maybe that'll help. It's like a question and he waits.
Tell me.
Councilman Milo, your father. Calvin Atant. Opulus Ducius. Flavian Senecio. Cossus.
So basically everybody.
Well, no, it was a close vote. Numeri was against it. Medius. Viridia, I was against it.
Have you told anyone?
No. Just the bottom of my cup.
I have a question. Have you ever suspected any of the other council members? Ducius in particular?
I was distracted briefly. Can you repeat that?
I basically asked him if he's suspected any of the council members.
Oh,
Dukia specifically.
yeah, it's like Dukius. He certainly seems to be the biggest. He's the loudest blowhard of the bunch, and like I said, he.
Do I think he's lying? I'm gonna make
Uh,
a deception.
Sure. You do not think he's lying.
All right.
Yeah, he says he kept Casas in line. Like I said, tried to scare me into making certain votes, but doesn't have any dirt on me. Just loud words.
Do you think Cassius might have done it? He was your friend. You would have
Just
known that
Cassius-
something was up.
Yeah, I think he is surprised again. He's like, murder the Emperor, murder anyone? No, I don't think so.
Well, if you don't know his secrets, can you tell me somebody who would?
Not those secrets.
Any of his secrets? You said he brought his lovers up here. Any he was overly close with?
He thinks, and yeah, he'll like pull out some parchment and just like press it against one of the columns, and he'll start writing something. He's like, this was a woman he proposed to. Again, just before the Emperor died. They didn't get married. So, and then I'll hand you the paper. It's got a name. Yes. It's Matilla?
Matilla?
Yeah.
Right, I'll have to look into that.
And there's like a Let's Trebia. It's a house name, you know, I think.
Okay.
So
How old is she? Or do I...
I think she's also a half elf, so it's kind of hard to visually tell. She's probably a little older than you, probably twice your age.
Okay, so she's like 30 something.
Yep.
So still fucking terribly young.
Right.
Huh.
Okay, Adam was like over 1,000, and Eve's character
Is 19. Yep.
It's a little awkward,
I'm just
but it's
saying,
fine.
Eve doesn't get a talk.
Really robbing the cradle there, huh?
Dude, he basically made like fucking humans to begin with. Let's be real here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
don't
mean,
know that
she
we
is a
should
half
follow
elf.
that. We shouldn't follow that trail of thinking too hard.
She is a half elf. They are related in some way, shape, or form.
Hmm.
Alabama the campaign, man.
Say,
No.
this is feeling more like Rome
I-
every
No, we're-
session.
I will. I had no part in all this.
All of you jump to this conclusion on your own.
Anyway, so yeah. So I guess continuing on from that, he gives you that paper, and he's like, so, Populus and Cassus, they voted together very frequently. Flavian and Calvin both joined them most days, I would say.
And they all voted yes.
On that day,
On whether
yes.
to keep it secret.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to follow that trail. We never had this conversation, you understand?
He nods. He's like, if I can trust you to see this through on your own, I would prefer to have no part in the continuing investigation, although I will watch your results with great interest.
It's him.
What?
He just did the Palpatine thing. It's got to be him.
He said a thing that Palpatine said once.
Yep.
If he starts talking about like some historical person that people wouldn't tell you
Never
about,
heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count
Lord
Plagueis
Plagueis.
the
The
Wise.
tale of Emperor Adam.
The wise.
Yeah.
Now go
It's
on,
the
get
story that the Edens would tell you.
Get him.
go on with your investigation. Do it.
Did you figure out it was me?
Unlimited power.
we catch somebody that we've been chasing. Huh. Very good. Kill him. Kill him now. Do it.
So anyway,
Well then, I believe our business here is concluded. I was never here. In fact, maybe you were never here. Oh. Who am I kidding? You own this place.
slightly less suspicious. I think I'll sit for a while.
Well, have a good night. By the way, I did want to tell you back then, but your taste in wine is much worse than I thought it would be.
Did you buy it?
No.
Ah, pity.
But it just seems like a cheap alternative to, you know, the Chateau Viognier, Chateau Viognier. I understand it's 10 times the price, but it's at least 2 times as good, which means it's worth it.
You're right, of course. You're right.
Yeah, I guess
I think-
evil leave.
Yeah, I think so. We stay on him for a minute, and he like looks back out after that, and then he turns back, like starts to turn back, and he's like, maybe we could share a glass, and then you're gone, and he's like, oh, of course not. Yep.
Oh, he got Batmaned.
Where's the glass of wine?
Well, that's another kind of Batman. If you need to reach me, just put this signal on the roof. It's a
Just
dagger.
light a torch on the roof in the shape of an apple.
All right. So, Solus, you saw all of that, which don't know how much that tells you, but
I think I figured it out. I think our campaign is actually just the like biblical stories, and Explicita was the serpent. The snake.
Whoa.
she was super into
Salamander.
lying. But look,
I was trying to find a
I
connection
think the
for
thing
a
is
giant
that, like,
flaming
you-
amphibian, but
you picked
The
that
devil,
mission
dude.
separate
yeah,
from
yeah,
me.
the devil.
I
We
put
killed
that
the
mission
devil,
there.
and now Eden is safe, sort of.
Hmm.
I put the
But
job
humanity-
posting there, and you guys were like that one. It wasn't me.
I'm trying to think of other connections. Definitely not the Adam and Eve thing. That's
Yeah, that's too obvious.
I don't know. There's a big tree.
I mean, you guys just made jokes
Did-
about apples.
Did maybe one of Adam's first sons kill the other one?
You're gonna find, yeah, the killer's definitely gonna be named just,
Well,
Cain.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we run across anybody
And
named
Heliod's
Cain,
dead.
I'm just saying, Adam had a lot of sons. Well,
It would
like,
be.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
right.
Brass is just dead somewhere.
We never
Well,
did
we
learn his
killed
true
Abel.
name.
That was actually Salamander's real name was Ape.
Ooh.
Well, Brass
But
didn't kill
Hart
it,
couldn't
so.
Yeah, then we beat him to
True.
the punch. Cool.
Yeah.
Rewriting the Bible here, folks.
So anyway, Blevins just still circling this tower.
Yeah.
Guys, we need to build a really big boat.
God, people are yelling at my house, BRB.
Okay. All right.
What kind of birds are around here? Because I like to think that Blevin just like scoops one out of the air and eats it as he's
Yeah.
going around.
Yeah, there's probably some. What's around at night? I was definitely supposed to have a crow caw in your little dream sequence, but that's fine. There's probably a crow around. But crows are smart,
Well,
and they'll get
bats?
they'll
Yeah.
dodge
I
away
don't
from
think bats
Blevin.
make a noise though. Oh, foxes,
think-
dude. Foxes fucking scream so
Oh yeah,
loud.
they do.
Air foxes?
No, just any fox.
Yeah,
Probably-
but it's an air fox.
Like a bat might do that thing where it like dives at Blevin because it catches him in its sonar, and then like Blevin just opens its mouth. Okay, so you guys can all group back up at your
For
leisure.
2 seconds.
Okay, yeah. Solus is AFK as well, anyway. So Ludwig and Sonus, how are you doing?
Doing great. I'm assuming we're maybe like sharing a little bit of a drink or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be like sitting
so
behind some bush in like the corner.
Yeah, so I think Sonus, since this is a fine time, Sonus would take out like these 2 bigger books and then just like some papers like rolled together and give them to Ludwig and be like, I stopped by my my storage in town and these are some old family books. You might find them useful.
Oh, thank you. Do you have copies of these?
Oh no, don't worry about it. You just you hold on to them.
That's very generous of you.
And Sonus would give like a brief description as to what they should be, at least like from his understanding, because he read them as like a 5-year-old, or like his parents would tell him stories that had to do with these books. But he didn't really like retain a ton of the information. But he pretty much just tells Ludwig that it's about like constructs from the floating cities and like automation.
Wow. That's amazing. This isn't
All right, back.
necessarily like common knowledge, right?
Welcome back.
Like
Well,
Sonus, these books are pretty big.
Sonus literally like, for story purposes, I'm just gonna say that he like didn't care about them and forgot about them and just
Yeah.
And then now that we've been like looking into it more, he's like, wait, I haven't touched these books in 30. How old's
Since
my
how?
character?
Before you were born.
Actually, yes, probably.
I should have my character's age somewhere.
He's 30 something, right?
12.
Yeah, he's like 30. Character, 38. So.
Don't have
Oh, you'd be a perfect match for that woman then.
It's true.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not rich. My bad.
Yeah.
But we're setting Sonus up to be a god.
Yeah, but god or rich, you know? Who needs to be a god when you have money?
I mean, I think Christians kind of shoot for both.
Yeah.
Damn.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. What's the phrase? It's easier to get into heaven if you're rich or something than for a camel to.
No, that's
Have you guys seen
It's like
Supply
Catholic
Side Jesus, by the way?
No?
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
paying to get into heaven used to actually be a thing.
Oh yeah.
Catholics like to scam people back in.
All right.
Back in still.
Ooh. Yeah.
So,
I'm not trying to trash on.
Dude,
It's
I
fine.
am Catholic. It's cool, man. You
um,
have a Catholic
say
friend.
that.
You can talk shit. You can say the C word.
this is
Jesus.
maybe probably like about the time everyone groups back up. If you guys, I don't know if you have more of that discussion you want to. What?
Nah, that was.
I said sorry to the Catholic audience of
I
yours.
think the audience is currently you guys, so like, mostly there's just only 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I think Ludwig would be pretty, like, he's very excited about this for sure. Like, he'll be reading these for a bit.
Cool.
Probably when they, turn in for the night.
My apologies.
Welcome back. We were just having a little discussion between Sonus and Ludwig. So you see that the conversation is over, and you guys probably all group back up. There's probably a convenient bush, like against the church building. Not the church, the clock tower.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'm happy we didn't see any scissormen.
What? Is that what you call the sand things?
It's a reference to the game Clock Tower.
I see.
Severus, you keep talking about these scissors. What are those?
Sounds scary.
Have none of you actually played the game?
No.
I know what you're talking about.
Nope, never played it.
Yeah, let me find you a picture.
I don't think we have anything else to do that night unless somebody else does.
I don't think so. Probably you just meet up with Ben, like back at Solus's place. Whenever you guys get back, if you go back there, he's just like, he lets you know that he put in the order for the copies, and it'll take like 3 days for them to get done.
Great.
Connor, that's Ludwig's new outfit.
No. It reminds me of Conan's from Case Closed.
It kind of does. All right. I take it no one else has anything to do that night. We can jump to the next day if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and I think, everyone does their morning routine, and part of that routine for Solus is sending out for like a runner to go get the core, and that is returned to you in a couple of hours. It's like still pretty early, so you now have that. There's like a note saying it doesn't require a code word or anything. It'll just light up if if it's within like 20 feet of the creator.
Okay, I hand it off to Eve.
Alright. What do you want me to do with this? Oh, right. Part of the investigation. Well, probably address the elephant in the room.
I didn't
No,
know
I'm
there
sorry.
was an elephant in the room.
I'm sorry, Ludwig. Elephants are large mammals. I don't know if you goblins have that.
Not that I recall.
Sonus would like smack Eve on the back of the head.
So is it like a very little thing that's tough to see?
Yes. No. It's
So like you want
It's
to
something-
address it, you have to find it? Like it's tough to find? To talk
no. It's
about?
actually really big. It's very
Well, so
large.
why wouldn't you just talk about it? It's right there.
I don't know. I didn't make up the phrase. Okay.
Okay. Weird.
Anyhow, I do have an idea though. I believe we should meet with the council and let them know we have the head. Does that paint a large target on our head? Most certainly. I don't think we should announce who the successor is yet though. And I think we should have them. I'd like my oath of fealty idea. Each one of them swear an oath to new emperor, whoever he or she may be.
They won't just swear an oath to an emperor they don't know who it is.
Well, they did make a pact with the whole, you know, the next person who has Salamander's head will be the new emperor. I can show them Salamander's head, and then say that one among our party will be the next emperor. We will not let them know who it is, though. Or, alternatively, do you think Ben Griff could survive an assassination attempt? Looking at, like, Solus.
No.
Yeah, no.
Well then,
Yeah, leave him out of it.
best to keep him in the dark then.
You think the poor kid's a drunkard?
Yeah, he's just drinking in the corner. It's 9 a.m.
I don't know, I guess... Alright, so
Like
we
I
go
said,
to the...
I've never had alcohol in my house before, and this is obviously it's littered.
Solus is just.
There's like 2 bottles.
Well, we should definitely still go to the council, meet with them, and somehow maneuver the core around so that we can figure out if
I
any
don't
of
believe
them.
that there's anybody in the council well versed enough in golemry to create a golem.
So technically, just to there's a list in Dragons or Lizards Underground. Sorry, no Dragons. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So under
Lizards.
pins, there's a list of like the council members and what they all do, and one of them is the
Oh, MS. Yeah.
yeah. So if we're there's a candidate.
So, Eve, I think that's actually a pretty good idea. There is a problem, though. Hypothetically, this person may not be working alone. And if I'm looking at this list, you point out, hey, this is the person that did it. It turns into a big free-for-all. If we don't think Shamble did it, I mean, he's what, a banker? He's no use in a fight. We've got some other actual fighters that might be helpful, but...
Also, if we bring this up in the council now, you'll be endangering your father, I'm sure. He won't necessarily want to vote against you, but I believe...
Screw
he
my
would.
father.
Would you be saying that if your father was dead?
I don't care whether my father lives or dies now.
I think you're
He lied to me.
lying to yourself there, but that is
No,
fine.
no. I felt bad at first. He voted to conceal the whole ordeal. He lied to me. He lied to me and told me that he didn't even know that Adam was assassinated.
So are you just angry about that because someone's better at lying than you are?
No. I'm angry because he lied to his own daughter.
I mean, you lied to your friends.
And
Who?
I'm not
Who
sure. I'm not
who did I
trying-
lie
hey,
to?
You know, I'm not trying to stir the pot or anything, but you don't really treat him like a dad.
How would you know?
I don't know. I'm just guessing on who you are.
And then why the fuck would you say anything? You don't fucking know.
I had dinner with you once, and I can already tell that you...
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. It's, yeah. I mean, you did kind of lie about giving me the head of a god, so, you know,
That wasn't-
hypothetically, that
It
might
wasn't
be...
even kind of a lie. It was.
Oh yeah, no,
literally-
I get it. It's, his head was not
But
there.
who's keeping score, but
Yeah. My point is, yeah, he is still your father, and you're right. Right now, you might not care. But you live a long time, and someday you might regret it.
But right now I don't.
Well, it's not always a good idea to make decisions based on the right now.
Either way, I won't endanger any member of your family.
Oh, Seth's good. He had no idea. Surprisingly, I didn't know if I could trust him, but I do. Thought he might be in on it too. Why would my father lie to me after I told him everything? Why would he continue to lie to me?
Probably to keep you safe.
From what? I knew everything. I showed him the amulet.
I don't necessarily think that the amulet. Wait, amulet?
You saw it too.
Did he? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
last session. I pulled it
At
out.
the end.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a
I
lot last
forgot.
session.
I already forgot. I forgot again. And it. Yeah. Anyways. I think Stala still believes that, like, you having the amulet isn't. I don't think he understands how that pertains to your father. Like, I think he sees it, but I'm trying to explain this in a way. It's difficult for you to understand, I'm sure.
No,
But
I don't think there's
no
anything.
reason.
There's nothing deeper to understand here. That's the thing. I don't know why you are all so quick to rush to his defense. He lied to me about the whole thing. Even after I confronted him, even after I asked him and pleaded with him. Then had the audacity to act all sad about it.
Why don't you ask him?
He did lie. He told me he didn't know.
I need to go rewatch this segment.
Oh, damn.
I feel like there was plausible deniability, but he didn't necessarily say no.
He definitely. He and I may have thought the question was. You were saying that it was someone on the council that killed Adam.
Yeah.
And he may have thought you were asking if he knew that it was someone on the council or related to the council. But I need to double check that. Because I'm going to stick with whatever I did in the moment, but...
Good luck finding that part in the VOD.
It's not that hard.
At the end of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat these tacos like an animal now.
But, still fair. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Probably should have held on to that for now.
I guess the point is, it's a little dangerous if they're not alone, but I do think it's not the worst idea. It does kind of force the issue.
Also,
We should just have a
We
backup
also
plan.
don't have to tell them what we're doing either.
Oh yeah, no, definitely don't tell them that.
I can just walk around. We keep
Also,
an eye on who.
hypothetically, Blevin could just fly around and be like, bonk, is it this person? No, hey, let's fly off to that other person. Oh, what's Blevin doing? Nothing, he's just a crazy animal. Oh, that's strange, he's glowing. I mean, you don't even have to confront them right there. You just be like, bonk, oh, Blevin glowed. Oh, you must be very special and cool. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Okay, now we go and take him out. Chop, chop.
Also, Eve, sorry, I'm not gonna wreck on the impression that Eve got or anything. That's fine. Sorry I said anything.
That's fine. I thought he basically said that he didn't know that Adam was murdered.
I think it's still within his character to do that, so we'll stick with it.
I thought I remembered hearing something like that, like actually, but
So do we want to just, pull the trigger, be like, here's the head?
I don't agree with just doing it. Like, I think if we're going to do it, we have to say who it is, because otherwise there's not going to be any way to make them listen. Like, if it's just like, it's just going to be one of us, then, like, they're going to choose,
Yeah.
like, the two people Eden proper.
Yeah.
And it's going to be me or Eve, and then...
No, I say what we have decided. I'm not saying we give them the power to choose.
No. It has nothing to do with who we choose. It is who they choose to want to kill.
Oh.
I mean, that's fair. Also, to be honest, it's probably
Well, I'd
all
like
of
to see them
us.
try.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but hey, different strokes. Yeah, I actually, Zosalis, I kind of agree with you on that. I would just say, if we're gonna do this, just be like, hey, here he is. Do guy in charge. And then, I mean, you do kind of have a target on your back, but at least we know who's got the target. Also, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it's all of us already.
Yes, because if they kill Solus, then the next person will take the throne, and so on
Yep.
and so forth.
Yeah, you pretty much. It's more of just we know who they go after first, maybe. Actually, I'd probably take out the little guys first. Oh dear.
Either way, I still think that we have plenty of time before we are forced to reveal our hand.
Well, I'm just saying, if we get the council together, that way we can vet to make sure that none of them are the one who made the golem.
Or we could just meet with them all individually.
Under what pretense? Besides, I have a feeling I'm going to be the one doing all the talking, and oh, that is going to be so exhausting.
We don't have to talk to them, we can just walk near them. It's truly not that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, if they're all in their council offices, couldn't we just walk by in the hall?
How do we know it goes through doors?
Well,
Walls? We don't. The only way we can really get the sure thing is if we're near them in person.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if it didn't go through walls?
I mean, my spells don't go through walls.
Could we have just asked the lady if it goes through walls?
Could you
Or else
have,
does
or
Ludwig-
are we
Yeah.
retconning that you did?
Can we please do that? Because otherwise Ludwig would just make the trek out to
Yeah,
the
it's-
academy
it's-
and be like, hey,
It's just within
what's up?
in the note explaining what it does. Just says they have to be within 20 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily say that it goes through walls, but it acts very similarly to, say, detect magic.
Which doesn't always go through walls, does it?
I thought it does.
Yeah.
I thought detect magic goes through walls. It doesn't care about walls.
I don't
I
see
think that's
why
how we
detect
did it
magic...
last time, yeah.
I don't see why detect magic would care about walls.
I don't think it does. Because it's just like pings of, yeah,
Right.
there's magic, so.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about walls.
So yeah, the detect creator spell doesn't care about walls.
Creators.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with whichever, frankly, is just getting the council there, taking it around and looking sounds like a good idea. If we wanted to put, to make it the big spectacle, that's cool, but also if we just wanted to do the rounds and see if it lights up at all, that's also cool.
Yeah, we can do whatever.
I think to me, because right now we're just trying to figure out how we want to go about presenting the head. And Solus, it sounds like your main pushback is You just don't want to be targeted.
No,
it's
like,
more
the
along
thing
the lines of we're trying to
is-
figure out a way to detect
I don't
them.
mind about being
Yeah.
target. The thing is, like, Solace understands that, like, the moment anybody says anything, we're all going to be targeted. Like, even, but if we say we have it, we're all going to be targeted more.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there's plausible deniability that we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody knows that we have the head. Well, that's not true. But there are
Mhm.
people who know, and there are a greater amount of people who don't know if we're telling the truth or not, right? And then there are people
Yeah.
who probably have no clue. And I'd rather keep more people in those two camps rather than everybody knowing that we
Mhm.
have it.
Yeah, let's do a walk around then. I think that's sound thinking. Is just do a kind of under the radar walk around the capital and see if it goes, or the first hill, and see if it goes off, like kind of in the office area.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. So you guys are just heading there from Solus's place? And Eve is holding the stone, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, you guys are walking through the streets and you're heading towards the building, and I'm not sure how much attention you're paying to it, but as you're walking there, let me just.
A lot of attention.
Okay, just the whole time. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
if there's like anything going on around me, I probably don't notice it.
yeah. So you guys are like just on your way to the building. You are not even necessarily close. Like, it's in sight, but you're heading up the hill towards it, and you see it up at the top of the hill. See the plaza, and Eve, the light just starts going off. Like, the light just turns on.
I'm gonna look around
Yeah.
and like hold up and just be like, guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
And
look.
like, streets are crowded. There's a lot of people, but go ahead and make me a perception check.
Wait, so what's... You said a light's turning on?
Yeah, the core that Eve's holding, the one that like has
We're
the
not near that blacksmith, are we? The
No.
one that the prince was at? Okay, just checking.
No.
I was
Coming
about
from
to
the
go,
opposite
son
side.
Of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a good one.
That is good.
It's okay. It's no nat 20 or anything.
Natty.
So you just get the first chance to look to see this. Where is it?
It's some big dummy about to get wrecked by all of us.
Just quickly hit this
Big
song.
dummy showing your face in public like this when you know your public enemy number probably 3 or 4.
Oh,
You're
this-
not actually number 1.
Oh, now it goes. So you look around and you do like I think you spot there's like I think the first thing you see, you just look at the stone, you say guys, and then you look out into the crowd and you see a guy wearing a cloak with like a shawl over his face. He's like cloaked up, and you can't see much of him, but he's got like a staff on his back that's also kind of like wrapped up a bit. And you just see like his brown eyes. And
I think I see the brown-eyed man.
I think there's eye contact. I think he's watching you, and immediately just like turns and starts walking away.
How far away is he?
Can
Edge of the
Can
range,
Sonus
like
react?
like you catch him immediately as the light turns on, and like you are alarmed, and he sees that you're alarmed, and yeah, so like very edge of the range. He starts walking away. The stone starts to dim again.
I'm going to yell out, "Wait! You forgot this! I believe this belongs to you!"
Oh no.
He's gonna fucking duck into an alley, and I think that's where we're gonna stop for the week.
Come
Ooh.
on. I wanted to chase after him. I
Yeah.
would
It'll happen.
Activate. Oh my god. One step and then just bolt and get him.
Alright. I'm gonna
Come on,
dip
we
out
can
then, guys.
finish this
Have a great
tonight.
night.
All right.
Later,
You as
dude.
well.
I'm mad.
You're mad.
Yeah, you too.
For 2 weeks, plays for 4 hours. Pepperoni.
So the rest of the stream is gonna be you helping me with my health homework, right, Dylan?
Well, the rest of the stream is going to last a whole of like 4 minutes while I shut it down and find someone to raid. But yeah, we can discuss that possibility in a moment. I'll be right back.
Kidding, it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Nice.
Be right back. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching another session. I'm so happy to be playing again. So happy. I think that was a really fun session, personally. So yeah. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid. It's probably just gonna be Core. Probably. I do like passing on the Pathfinder love when I can, but let's see. I don't think any of my... Let's see. Oh, actually one is on. Okay, I'll pass you on to Core tonight. We'll do that. This is my good friend, my good stream friend and real life friend, and currently playing Danganronpa tonight, but probably just for chatting at the moment. So I'm gonna yeah. Danganronpa is a pretty fun, pretty engaging. Kind of hard to explain. It's like an anime visual novel about murder and such. It's a little intense, so if you're not in the mood for a little intense, maybe not the best option. But I really enjoy it. So I will catch you all soon. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be trying to play more Persona 5. So hopefully I'll see you there for that. If not, Tuesday is more Pathfinder prep at about 5 Pacific-ish. 5 to 7 Pacific is when I'll be starting that. There's timers down below. They're not like perfectly in line. My starting time is a little looser now. It's like I said, it's like 5 to 7. We'll see. But have a good night and enjoy Core.
And spread like the love to and like people who love to engage and connect with other people and like cross communities, please